Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and today I bring you Dominator. This build is suggested by Colin. This is his little comment here that had this build attached. And I've noticed something interesting just in this fight, is that the Dominator can win and or force the enemy onslaught to vent pretty consistently. And there goes Dominator number one. So I'm not sure what Colin was doing with his Dominators that let him win this sim fight, or which specific enemy onslaughts were used might have been a factor. There's all of that stuff. So if anyone can make the fight work in sim, that would be cool. But I think that this Dominator build, this boy here, has potential, because they've been holding off these onslaughts for a while now. And so I think what we're going to do is take this build out for a spin and go fight some actual in the wild fights. Oh, the other thing is that I just got a hold of these Dominators. They have demods. Compromised armor might be the problem. It might be that I put aux thrusters on there, which is not actually in the build, but I figure in proper combat they're probably going to need the rotation speed, but we're going to find out. And maybe starting from this base, I'll tweak the build and come up with something that works more with what I have here, which is a lot of cruisers, a lot of enforcers. We're very low tech right now. So let's cover the Dominator build, I suppose, just to be clear here. So the original build submitted by Colin, as far as I can tell, is Gauss cannons in the largest, Typhoon Reapers, so this is pretty standard stuff, and then hypervelocity drivers. I always put point defense in these slots, but the drivers seem to be working, and the AI is actually very good at shooting the Gauss cannons forward and then firing the drivers out like 90 degrees left if needed, which is kind of cool. And then front-mounted Vulcans, and then 2 Vulcans in the rearmost slots. And then other than that, it's just ITU and Shield Shunt. That is the build. Because I can't help myself, I of course modified it slightly by reducing capacitors and adding aux thrusters. Maybe the spin rate will be relevant. We'll see. We'll fiddle with it as we go. I suppose I'll also say here, thank you, Colin, for submitting your build, and that at least gives me something I can begin from. Honestly, without the comment prompting me to do this little experiment, I probably never would have picked up and messed around with using Dominators, just because they don't tend to dominate, as it were. Dwarf Primary Star, Cryovolcanic World. Okay, we're gonna go chase some bounties that are apparently appropriate to where I'm at in the game, and we're gonna carry on from there. I am on the modded save, if that weren't clear, so that'll also kind of be a factor, but it should be a good time. Let's go do some combat. Alright, we're over here in the Dwarf Star system, and there's our little Persean League bounty. A slight difficulty percent, which tells me I'm still about on target for where we should be. Taking on bounties of appropriate size. Let's go. I do have my personal captain in one of the Dominators. I haven't flown a Dominator in a very long time, so I don't know. I'm not sure this is the kind of build where layer piloting will have a great effect, because really it's just don't get flanked and point the big gun at the big enemy, alright? As far as I'm aware. And I guess there might be a lot of potential player usage when it comes to the Typhoon Reapers. Human thought is generally better at guiding missiles in this game than relying on the AI. But let's burn drive forward and see how we do. I'm not going to try anything fancy really with fleet orders. Probably like putting ships in a line and stuff would have good benefits. But let's try and let the game AI handle it for this first fight and see how we do. We can intervene and get fancy as needed later. I'm just following my fellow Dominator here. The other thing I'm not certain about on these is the shield shunt, just because there's going to be a lot of chaos and like, yeah, that Dominator's getting smashed by harpoons, that's no good. But in the chaos of fighting everything, who knows how this will go. Also, we're fighting not just a regular Persean League, but modded Persean League. So that's a time. I think I'm just going to let the Gauss cannons do auto fire. Enforcer down. Alright, let's point at that eagle. It's a good target. It's one thing that the player could do a lot of here is actually use active vent intelligently to keep the guns firing, keep uptime. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. But yeah, I am not a Dominator pilot by instinct. Do not like being this slow and non-maneuverable. Yeah, as the rest of my team backs up. And I am sandwich. Okay, that's fine. That's what we have the Reapers for. Just to give them the surprise. Alright, let's just active vent. That should put me in a good position to shoot that hammerhead. Oh yeah, that works, that works, that works. Alright, get out of here, Eagle. But yeah, definitely some fearlessness is required. Just the ability to, like, toe-to-toe things if they charge you. Stand your ground rather than back up, which is not my normal high-tech instinct. Okay, let's watch that champion. Yeah, and our line has been shoved back. Deploy the Venture. Let's give up on that furthest objective and just kind of keep everyone closer. Oh, heck. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take those on the nose. I don't have any recourse. I don't have a shield. I don't understand how you shield shunt enjoyers do it. We do have elite combat endurance for generating hull, but I think I need to be way more aware of the battle space than I normally am, because what I'm noticing is I'm consistently too far forward, which is on me. But the other Dominators are not faring super well in terms of hull either. I'm not sure what I need to make this work. Definitely maybe back to the drawing board after this fight. For now, hold the line, push them back, see if we can just defend our way to victory here. Very good. Okay, nice. Venture coming in clutch. I mean, if I can make Ventures work in my fleet, I should be able to make Dominators work, right? Hammerhead behind. It's kind of awkward. We are not really the ship to deal with that. Let's push back into position on that Eagle. No, Dominator! It's one Dominator down. Nothing left we can deploy, really. Alright, let's help out our Venture here. Don't like. Now we should, if nothing else, we have the peak performance time to outlast them. But I don't like relying on that, mainly because it takes so long. Get out of here, Excalibur. Nobody likes you, or rather I only like you when you're on my team. Oh no. Ow. Big chunk of damage. Second Dominator destroyed. Yeah, part of the problem, we've been surrounded. I think actual fleet command is going to be necessary here. Does that thing have a fortress shield? What? Varanus Balanced Destroyer, Fortress Shield, Neon Ship Pack. Okay, well that is kind of silly. Ah, but now he takes damage. Very good. Alright, active vent. I'm not sure. Ooh. Wait. Charge. I see an opportunity. That Excalibur is isolated. Get me in range. Oh, I'm gonna have to do another cycle of burn drive to catch him, but this is very good. Active vent. Burn drive toward him. Okay, now we're dominatoring. Come here. Come here, you punk. Take that. Okay. Rotate. Maybe I should just be trying to treat the Dominator like a flanking ship. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's still anyone's game. Especially if I can win some duels against ships, but... Oh, there's Eradicator down. Okay. Have confidence, no confidence. You know what? We're gonna... Oh, he's pretty maneuverable. I'm glad I staggered those so we at least land one. Shit. Okay. 2,700 hull. We're gonna wait until the Typhoon Reapers reload. We're gonna Gamba. Charge him. 1,900 hull remains. Oh, 2 of my Reaper tubes got disabled. No! Downside of having them on the front there. Come on. And I'm like, oh man, maybe I should back up, but there is no backing up. We are too chonk, too fat. Turn. landed one. No. Okay. So the Dominator experiment is not off to a great start. I will figure this out. Let's get in that Enforcer for now. I would like to win the battle, of course, but I'm not sure we can. Yep, I didn't turn on the autopilot early enough, and the ship was already in a very bad spot to begin with, so, let's see if autopilot recovers for him. I think we're gonna try and ball up. I don't really know what else to attempt here. A lot of their small ships are losing CR, running out of CR. The Eradicators will hold and outlast, yeah, both of their cruisers. Patriot versus Avast, okay. Just have to have faith, ow. Have faith, I said. Hold the line, Venture, I believe in you. Those Arma Armatura guns are really loud. Editing Ducky, take note. Save your viewers' eardrums. Oh no, poor Venture. Poor Venture with no friends to back him up. Yeah, Venture destroyed, okay. Still, we pray for the Eradicators to carry me out of this. Yeah, definitely next fight. We don't just let our ships go and do whatever they want. We do some actual fleet commanding. As such, maybe move myself out of a Dominator, because it really doesn't feel like something I'm intuitively good at driving. Watching. Yeah, the Eagle and the Champion are both losing CR, so it's just a matter of time. And can we hold not even the line, the sphere? That little guy there, what is that? Stingray. Seems to be doing really well. Take note of that. I might want one of those later if possible. Okay, we've almost held off to the point where the midline ship should begin malfunctioning, but oh, brutality. So yeah, don't take this as indicative of, like, the Dominator as a ship's normal performance. This is just me experimenting live, as I have often avoided using them because of how easy they are to flank when I'm playing against them. It's like, you know? So I have some figuring out to do. There we go. 35% CR, that's right. Hold on, little Avast. I believe in you. Nothing else, you can soak damage. Good, gun malfunction on the Eagle. I like to see it. 5% CR on that fiendish little guy that has the Fortress Shield. I'm watching him. Yeah, this is going to be close, and probably not a very profitable fight. Okay, Sunder and Varanus disabled. I think we're going to cut waypoints now, just because Eagle at 20%, Champion at 19%. We should be good to just take advantage of their guns malfunctioning and achieve victory. Oh no, Avast. Oh no. Okay, took it like a champ. Good job. Good job, I believe in you. I definitely never doubted. I would never. But yeah, the Eradicators are winning the day here. Also, these Eradicators are still just on the default assault auto fit. They could be better, but up until now they've been doing good enough, right? Maybe we should test some of the other, like, test the auto fit on the Dominator and see how that performs. How it stacks up against whatever I can come up with after this, I don't know. I'll be thinking on it as my Eradicators eradicate this Eagle. Bring him down, boys. That's the spirit. Okay. I think that fight is... This is a fight I have technically won. Good. Shield malfunction, and down he goes. 1% CR. He is not combat ready at all now. Perfect. Then again, this little Avast isn't looking too good either. Not a lot of hull left to play with. I think it'll be fine. We're gonna pray to the RNG, yeah, that high-intensity laser malfunctions. Perfect. Have they surrendered yet? The enemy has not yet surrendered. Oh my god. They will not give up. Neither will we. Okay, then. Yeah, my flagship is critically malfunctioning. I know. He's doing the best he can, okay? Now, gentlemen, tear that Stingray apart, please. Again, just the fact that it's lived to the end of the battle makes me curious to acquire some of them and try them out. But for today, for this hour or so of play, we are playing low-tech. Ooh, Mess Venture. Fought those last time. That's the bounty target dead, that's what matters. Give me back my ships. Oh no, the crew costs. Oh, okay. Pirate Vengeance Fleet, nice. Coming my way. Alright, let's see. Grab the Domain Era Probe loot while we're here. And okay, I'm gonna go back, fly back to my storage unit, and do a little experimenting and changing up with the Dominators. Maybe make myself a command kite or something to lead the fleet for this one. And I will catch you guys in a little bit for the next segment. Okay, I've retuned things a little bit, so we're gonna run a few little things here. I have this Dominator on the Assault Fit, and we're just gonna see how that auto fit does. And then the changes I've made so far to our little Dominator is I dropped Shield Shunt, dropped Aux Thrusters, replaced them with armored weapon mounts, and a ton more capacitors. I think especially if I'm going to keep trying to personally pilot one, I need to lean on the shield, just because of how my brain works. I cannot pilot a shield shunted one. I have swapped over the other Dominator to that same build, so 2 Dominators on our current custom iteration, and then 1 on the Assault Fit, just to kind of watch and see how it performs in comparison to the other one being piloted by an officer. I have also sat down and custom fitted the Avast from Pirate Utility Pack. So here's this as well, giving it a doubloon assault drone, a dory, and a Talon wing. Both of those fighters are also from Pirate Utility Pack. Other than that, hypervelocity drivers, Atroposes, stack of Vulcans, Aux Thrusters, hardened subsystems, extended shields, just because I saw them getting into dueling engagements with other cruisers, and it's like, okay, if that's what the ship wants to do, let's see how it does. It definitely has enough gun and missile mounts that, unlike a dedicated carrier, it should be able to fight. Notably, it also has fighter chassis storage, which is fighter replacement does not go down when fighters are lost, which is of course silly, and then built-in recovery shuttles. So, nice things to have. I've targeted another bounty. This one is issued by the Persine League, but it looks like it's actually a stack of pirates, modded and non, so it should maybe be more chill than fighting the Persine League. Let's go see if I can find them. Back in a flash. Full disclosure, I saved before this fight, because look at that stack. I don't know whether it will be easy or whether to be afraid. That's a lot of frigates. Danger 4 stars, but in modded, there's really no telling. You cannot trust the danger rating. Trying to convince him to emergency burn toward me. Oh no. Okay, we are now doing a double bounty. A second. Oh, that's the Pirate Vengeance Fleet. Oh, okay, yeah, because they were dispatched earlier. Okay, so if nothing else, this will be interesting narratively. We've been caught, gentlemen. We've been caught. So I think let's hold back an Eradicator and a Carrier. I'd like to get my Enforcers and stuff out on the field first. Okay, this is awkward. So this time, we form a line. Try and play it smart. Something like that. Use the Enforcers in the middle to fill gaps. Put the Carrier in the back. The Eradicator and Venture can take over the sides, and then the remaining Enforcers and stuff can try and cap points. It would be ideal to get 2 points. I might do a line of a Void Order. We'll see. We'll see how the fleet controls here. I did not expect to get into anything this big. So 1 point captured, no deployment points gained. Let's just worry about the comm relay, if possible. I'll just put in a Void Order on the sensor jammer. We're gonna kind of box in here, something like that. Hopefully, I mean, I say it'll be more chill, but it's a lot of ships. It's gonna be attritional in nature. Now I'm glad I put the shields on the Dominators. Just a lot can go wrong. Also, what are these? So I've been curious to see this ship, the Rock Chopper. It's a lot of gun mounts. 10,000 or 11,000 hull, 1,700 armor. Not so good on the shield flux ratio, but a 28 deployment point capital. Yes, this is interesting. I like salvage gantry, surveying equipment. It tries to do a little bit of everything. And of course, Pirate Utility Pack is apparently the mod I'm going to be mentioning a lot today. I'm excited to get my hands on one if possible. Ooh, nice. So this is our version 2 of our custom fit. Landed the Reapers. Good damage, but please be careful. Oh no. I think in this sort of... Oh no. I think in this sort of defensive engagement, the Gauss cannons might be too much, like not worth it, because the enemy is coming to us, right? And so there's not a lot of need for the range, and compared to Mark 9s, like the flux cost and stuff. So I don't know. Version 3, we might drop to a different... Oh no. Okay, so with the shield enabled, they can't actually manage their flux with the Gauss cannons. They just get overloaded and destroyed. I'm tempted to just quit and reload here, go change the loadout on these and come back. Damn, okay. Because I get the feeling that the 2 Dominators that I custom changed are just gonna get absolutely trashed here. How are the Avasts holding up with their changes? Hypervelocity drivers, yeah. They're dueling, they're using their shields, so that's a success at least. Enforcer kablooey. But yeah, this is also just, we are surrounded, our line is broken. We are sad. Sad and cracked. And which Dominator is this? Okay, so the auto-fitted Assault Dominator is still alive compared to the other 2. And of course, all of this sort of air quotes testing is highly subjective, but I can only tune based off what I see and what works in my particular save game and experience, right? But the assault fit seems to be working, where the other ones actually rapidly overloaded themselves, at least in this scenario. I kind of want to redo them. Let's go ahead and I'll pause the recording here. I'm going to shuffle back to storage, shuffle back to here. I think there's enough time on the bounty to do that. Let's see. This bounty is not actually in the tab anymore. Wait, no, this is the bounty, 64 days. Time to fly back to Corvus is 32 days. Maybe if we use some movement tech, like the generate slip surge. Oh, now they burn. Or maybe we can fix this maybe by just ripping a Gauss cannon off of each of them. It's not pretty, but where we're at. And we had trouble basically just taking damage on shields. Where's hardened shields? We do a little hot fix because we don't, I'm not certain that we can get back in time. So let's go ahead. We've made that adjustment. That's obviously not something we want to have forever, but maybe we can get some guns off of this fleet, Vengeance Fleet, because they have the 2 Citadels. That's 8 large slots that are going to drop. And then maybe we can take those guns, twiddle with the Dominator build, instead of going to storage. We can fix up and then try the other fight. I like the sound of that. Now I think we outnumber and we outweigh the enemy fleet here. So let's just see how we do. I should probably like, do a little bit of formation of some kind though. It's probably wise. We'll do like that. Avasts on the sides, and then Dominator, Enforcer, Dominator, Enforcer, Dominator, Enforcer. See how it goes. But hopefully, 1 Gauss cannon missing. Hopefully they won't flux themselves out. It's also great to be playing softcore again, where I can actually test this stuff without, like, spending large chunks of time going and getting ships again, because Iron Man is a very different game. I actually stopped playing Iron Man in order to be able to more easily do these kinds of experiments. So this horrible light show, those guys are to pan up to where they're at so we can target them. I think those are all Dories. No, that's doubloon assault drones doing the lasers. And I really like the light show it produces. Like, look at that. It's really bad for our Eradicator, but it's a hilarious visual. Like the little mining pods, but amped up to an 11. How's our jank Dominator doing? Great, now that it's not being rushed down by 3 ships to 1 Dominator. So, we'll take that. The question remains of how we'll do, and it kind of depends on what do these Citadels have. Mark 9s, and 2 Mark 9, 2 Hephaestus assault gun. What's this boxy looking dude over here? I haven't seen this before. Corrupt standard combat salvager. I'm going to guess pirate utility pack again. large ballistic, mediums, small missile, small ballistic, 4 fighter base, and accelerated ammo feeder. This is another contender for something I'd really like to get my hands on and try. And if you're wondering about the pancake, the Citadel, that is from Yunru's Pirates and Pathers. Another excellent ship pack. Mod list for this whole mess will be down in the description if you want to make a save that has the same stuff as me and play along. Assist in the science. But yeah, the Citadel, accelerated ammo feeder, 4 large slots, is a lot of pressure. Generally, to beat them, you can't do a line. You have to put engage orders on them and go on the offensive. It helps also to have a fast ship to flank them, but this low-tech fleet is just not that. We're gonna have to just slowly push in on them and crush them. Keep an eye on the assault fit Dominator. So I think he's doing good. Ooh, there we go, harpoons. Good job, Eradicator, with the harpoons. Oh, nope. One bounced on shield, okay. We are surrounding, flanking. Good and necessary. And I think just as a platform to hold a bunch of Reapers and Gauss Cannons, the Dominator is probably ideal for that. Just when it comes to enemy ships getting in its face, if you miss the Reapers, it is a sad day. I don't know. Dominator experts, teach me your ways. Okay, so that Citadel up in the upper right is almost fluxed out, which is good. Other one, not as much, but we're pushing them. Let's go ahead and dive this one. We'll put the eliminate order on it and see how we do. So the more we keep it full up on hard flux, the less benefit it gets from all of its large guns, right? Just when it looks like you can crush one, you should rush it down. If you give it distance, it will win because it has a dedicated targeting core and an integrated targeting core. Don't question how it works, it's just pirate engineering. Get him, boys. Finish him. But yeah, we probably had no shot against the other, like, the combined fleets. No matter how silly or optimal the builds ended up being. Just a lot of ships, and I'm not really in late game or feeling confident yet in my low tech here. Okay, so eliminate order is on that other Citadel, and we're working on it. Oop, Reaper, bounce on shield, okay. Yes, go my Enforcer, crush him. Good. And in come the harpoons from the Eradicators. But yeah, I think this one is a foregone conclusion. This is a tanky Citadel, though. Oh, there he goes. Okay, enemy fleet defeated. Let's see if we get any guns to drop. Oh man, there's one of the corrupts. I'd like to have one to try it, and also I'll take that Vanguard. We got a Hellbore and a Mark 9. And then secondary salvage scoop, nothing. Alright, so let's go back in here. Drop hardened shields. I don't think this is going to really work, but it will be less flux generation overall than the Gauss Cannons. So we're going to find out together. 25% less flux gen. Okay, so let's save here. Also, let's just auto-fit these guys for now. 4 fighter base. Oh, man. Okay, just put those in the back of the pack here. Oh, my poor Dominators. Changing out one hull mod and the weapons has reduced them so far down in CR. Oh, man. I just realized the name of this randomly generated bounty target is Kim No Prisoners, which is hilarious. We have them pursuing us again. They're only danger 3 stars this time because we've added some ships to the fleet. Come on, emergency burn. There we go. I want them to all have the lower CR. 7% difficulty is way more chill sounding. 68% or whatever it was earlier. Okay, well, let's get in there. And we are going to still do a little command, right? Let's go ahead and get our Dominators. We're actually going to try putting all the Dominators in the middle, like that. And then maybe like carrier, enforcer. We'll see how that goes. And that still leaves a good chunk of the fleet to move between the various points and cover the back. We'll see how that goes. Alright, I hear something being overloaded. Oh, that little wolf. Okay, that's fair. Good. Just, you burned harpoons on that wayfarer, you fool. Save those for bigger things. Okay, and there's Rock Chopper. Looking less threatening than before now that he doesn't have 2x, 3x, or ship count. Oh, and that he's also just rolling down the mid lane here, right into our U-shaped kill box of Dominators. And keeping all the oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, okay. Maybe keeping all the Dominators squidged together was necessary. Maybe that's where I went wrong, was trying to spread them out and intersperse them with other ships. Keeping them close together so they can focus all that fire on a target. That may be the secret sauce I've been missing. Alright, another Rock Chopper. Venture. Atlas Mark II. Yeah, the ships are coming in. What's the whole battle looking like here? Not bad. They've not gotten behind us yet, is the main thing. And they've lost ships, we haven't lost ships, so don't suck, complete objectives. That's the name of the game. I think they have more ships that they can deploy. Oh no, Enforcer. You got yourself in a little pickle there, buddy. So left flank is doing fine. Right flank seems pretty chill. We're holding the sensor jammer. Oh yeah, they have 2 Shrikes, so I have full confidence that, like, our Enforcer is going to be just fine against those. Our Dominators have been driven back. It's good that they're capable of backing up. At least in AI hands, I tend to overextend too much. Okay. Come on, Dominator, now's your time to shine. Hold the line, my chonky brick. Covered in gun. Nice. Good shot on the Wayfarer. Yeah, I think they definitely act way more cautiously when they have shields enabled, which is fine by me, honestly. But our line is starting to collapse, and my center Dominator that I'm in is isolated. Oh! Okay, never mind, we're doing fine. We overloaded the Atlas with the Reaper Barrage. And, Hellbore. Chonk, very nice. Oh. All I heard was, like, the hammer firing noise and saw my ship subsumed in fighters. But okay. I don't know if we exactly won the trade with that Atlas, but we didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. A Mudskipper Mark II. It must be stopped. No, we can ignore it. Oh no. Oh god, the barrage. Okay, we're down. That's okay, we have more ships we can deploy. I'm just going to change the center order to a defend, or I don't know if we want that to be a defend order. I think we're going to take just the Lorica and the Venture, though, and try and send them up the middle here. I think mainly my Dominator that I was in lost there because it got pushed away from its allies, so it got isolated. These ones on the sides are doing much better with friends, you know? It might even be a situation where maybe they would benefit from, like, having like an Omen or something to escort each of them, but we'll see. We'll see. They're still losing ships way faster than us. What is this guy? That doesn't quite look like an Atlas. Madness class standard pillager. Pirate utility pack? Yup. Burn drive, 3 large ballistics, 6 fighter bays. So many fighter bays. Venerable Atlas, they are everywhere. Down on their luck after losing a system to the Independence, pirates decided they needed more out of all the broken up hulls, so they made this to be the big boss ship as well as mobile salvage hauler. Hell yeah. Salvage gantry, shielded cargo holds. ITU, flux conduits. Yeah. I keep buying this. It's a lot of gun. It's probably the biggest ship the pirates have access to by default, at least in this scenario full of mods. 38 deployment points. If that drops after the fight, I'd like to take that with me as well. Give it a spin. Ooh, Reaper. Oh, it got shot down. Endless disappointment. Okay. Looks like we're holding, but also kind of devolving into multiple small skirmishes. I think we're going to try cutting the line. We'll ditch the line order. We're not going to worry about going for the sensor jammer necessarily. And I think we're going to keep the Dominators, though, attempting to hold the middle. With the Venture and the Lorica as well in the middle there as backup. Yeah, oh no, Mudskipper Mark II down. There's the message. Vanguard bravely exploding. Okay, he die. Not quite enough to deploy the Corrupt yet, but we're getting there. But yeah, they don't have a ton here in the center block other than the Madness standard pillager there. That's the scary thing. Honestly, let's just grab some ships and manually target that boy. See if we can focus fire and pummel him. What's his uptime like? 780, yeah, so we have to kill him. We can't wait him out, you know? Oh, and there comes the reinforcements. They got an Eradicator and a discourteous standard tanker. A damper-filled tanking creature. Got that order. Belay that order. Let's open up the field and see how we do. This may be a mistake. Maybe I should have held the line. Right, and I got blown up earlier, so let's find a ship that doesn't have an officer. That way the ship can at least benefit from my skills, you know? But yeah, it looks like some bad stuff is happening. Isolated Eradicator, for example. It's not a good time to drag her. Honestly, I'm tempted to just retreat her. If she can tie up those two and run away, that would be great. And deploy our Corrupt into the field. Oh, nice. Okay, Eradicator down for the enemy. Very good. And it looks like the Dominator is definitely winning against the Discourteous there. Not a surprise. Oh, Enforcer down. Okay. Yeah, very spread, very chaotic. Good news, the Eradicator is making its escape and continues to tie up. Let's see, this is, yeah, Rock Chopper 28 points. So we're tying up like 35 points of ships with our 22-point crippled Eradicator there. I'll take it. Ooh, Reaper into the Pillager. Harpoons into the Pillager. Or into the Madness class Pillager. I'll learn all the names in time. I'm sorry if I've gotten them wrong in the past here, or just now. Yeah, the Venture doing work. Don't sleep on the Venture, gentlemen. Fast Track Sabo's Harpoons will do good damage until it runs out. Or until the missiles run out, I should be specific. Okay. I need that dead. Give me a box of ships to select. Yes, charge my warriors. Finish him before he can recover. Or before he can crack my Venture open. Yes. Very nice. Okay. And with their main ship down, I think we've functionally won the boss fight. Oh, I didn't see whether the Eradicator got away or not. Suppose we'll notice here in recovery that ship needs to run. Oh, it's too late, I think. I think he's fried. Very sturdy, though. Okay, what are we fighting over here? What is this boy? Waydan? Wida. Like Wida what? Damper field, small missiles, medium ballistics, fighter base, pirate utility pack? Pirate utility pack, okay. Another little bit of everything, but not necessarily good at everything. And look, it has kind of broadsides for most of its weapons, but the large weapon is mounted in a frontal slot. That's... Oh, it has good turret rotation on that front slot, though. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. Ow, the beams. Oh no. The beams. We need to focus on the Rock Chopper. That thing is... cannot be left to be handled by just one or two ships. There's too much beam power. But yeah, let's engage both of those ships. Try and finish this. Dominator malfunctioning due to low readiness. What? Oh, it just now hit 40%. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. But I think we're gonna just leave it in. Leave all the ships in. We can do this. They have very little left. Oh, good. We fluxed out the Rock Chopper. Oh, he's sturdy. He's so sturdy. Yeah, the 1,800 armor, that'll do it. Basically an onslaught. At least in terms of defensive abilities. No, don't give up. Kill him. Chase him down, dang it. Finish him. But yeah, I think so far, Dominators with mixed guns performing better with double Gauss Cannon Dominator requires shield shunt to function, I'd say is my conclusion thus far. Is that it feels very necessary if I want to use double Gauss. Oh no, his large guns are very malfunctioned. Oh, he needs to get out of here. He's at 20%. He needs to not. He needs to not. How we doing? Good. Let's see here. I do have my own personal enforcer I could be using. Oh, I still have Sabos. Nice. That'll do it. Totally helped. Okay, turn around. Turn drive back toward that guy. Throw those Sabos into his back. Help out our poor Lorica there. Boom. Okay, now we're just got guns. Let's go ahead and, yeah, absorb the burst from the Devastator, and we're just gonna go this way. That way, we have him flanked between us and the Enforcer. The Lorica doesn't really have much in the way of offensive guns, so they don't count. They're here to soak hits. Oh, you're a sturdy one. Screw it. Active venting, hiding behind the Lorica, and reestablish our proper flank here. Good. Okay. Now we have teammates. Should be able to do this. Stick to him. More teammates are probably on the way. Yeah. Okay. Come along, Venture. Do you still have missiles in your tubes? It does have some Sabos, it looks like. Just vent and turn armor towards. Rotate back in. Bolt Reaper. Boom. Nice for the overload. Okay, we got him. Oh, man. That's rough. I feel like I've learned a bit, but definitely not perfected anything at this stage. And good news, we do get the rock chopper for salvage, so that's another thing that I can play along with. Oh man, my brain fried. Too many long fights back to back. Okay, mark the rock chopper mothballed because we're let's mothball both of those to fix our crew problem. Okay, so that's all we have time for in this block. I'm going to go back to the editing pits with this, and clearly I have more experimenting to do with the Dominators. I don't know. I don't know. The jury is still out on what the ideal generic use case build would be. Let's check combat reports here first before I go, though. So, okay. Dominators are listed as doing a good chunk of the damage share, 6%, 12%, and 16% respectively. And there they are again with 13 and 10. And 5%. Is that the same Dominator that's underperforming? No, it's a different one. So they're all doing stuff. This one, Gauss Cannons, yeah, so the Gauss Cannon one does do damage. I think they all work passably. Gauss Cannon one at the top of the damage chart again. As we've learned, the DPS isn't everything. So I don't know. The test results, I'm going to say my test results, inconclusive, requires more time spent playing. So with all of that, I will say thank you so much for watching. And if you've been supporting the channel, I deeply appreciate it. If you're interested in supporting the channel, you can do so through YouTube channel memberships or through the Patreon page down in the video description for as low as $1. And I will say you're all truly wonderful and have a good day. And I will see you in the next video.